Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. In this video, we are going to discuss how to start Appium server programmatically. Okay, we can achieve this thing in three different ways. Okay, already in previous video we have seen approach 1 by using the Java runtime class to invoke through the command line. Okay, in this video we discuss the second approach by using the main.js or appium.js with Node.exe. So what exactly in this approach we are doing? Okay, so in this approach programmatically we initiate the Appium desktop server using Java. However, remember here, it does not invoke the graphical UI user interface. Instead of the server runs in a non-UI headless mode where execution and logs are visible in the Eclipse console, but the Appium GUI window itself is not displayed on the screen. Okay, in short, we are starting the Appium desktop server by using Java code, but it will run in the headless mode. Means we cannot able to see the Appium GUI window on our screen, but it will run in the headless mode, and whatever the execution process and logs will be displayed under the Eclipse console. Okay, that is what this approach uses. Okay, now we write the code in the Eclipse. Okay, open the Eclipse here. So already we created a package start Appium server. Under this package we create a class and name this class as start server by using Appium.js, or I can do, we are using main.js here, main.js here. Okay, check now, finish. So in first approach I have given the start server by using cmd. Here I am naming this class as start server by using main.js here. Okay, so class is ready. Here two steps I need to perform. One is to start the server and stop the server. So I had to create one method called start server, another method called stop server. Okay, so public void, right, I will use static method here, static void start server. Okay, this method holds the code to start the Appium server. Another method I want public static void stop server, which hold the code to stop the Appium server. Okay, simple. Okay, sorry. Now we need to perform the code here. See, to open the Appium desktop UI, first I need to start the Node.exe. Okay, so here I am using the class called command line class I am using here. Sorry. command line cmd equal to command line okay, I select this one. Okay, and see, please remember, when you are using command line we have to import .org.apache.commons.exe command line. Okay, this I need to import this one. Okay, this package I need to import. So we have other command line classes which we have in other packages, so you have to import org.apache.commons. From there you have to import here. So here I need to provide the path of node.exe. Okay, so where you can find the node.exe file. Okay, go to the C drive. Under C drive, we have the program files. Under program files, we have Node.js folder. Under this Node.js folder, we have Node.exe. Copy this path and provide the path here. Double slash Node.exe. So this line of code, what exactly do? It will start the Node.exe based upon the path we need provided there. Okay. Suppose in your PC, if it Node.exe is wherever installed, please change the path there. Okay. Please change the path and provide the path here. Okay. What are the path here? Wherever the Node.exe is installed in your system. Okay. In my system, it is installed the program files under the Node.js. Okay. Folder. So first we have started the Node.exe here. The next step is we need to start the Appium.js or main.js here. Okay. So where exactly I can find this main.js of Appium. Okay. So in C drive, go to users. Okay. And this is a user here in my system. I select the user name and app data. Go to app data. If it is hidden, okay, make it unhidden here and just select the app data. Roaming. Under roaming, you are npm node underscore modules. Under here we have appium build lib here. Under here we have the main.js here. So this is the main.js. Okay. So this path I need to provide the path. So I had to use command cmd dot, just a minute, I minimize this one. Okay. cmd dot add argument. I had to use a method called add argument. Okay. And I need to provide the path of main.js here. Main.js. Yeah. So sorry, I am suffering with cold. So I have Node.js path I have given and I have provided the main.js also. Okay. And this is I provided argument here. So where I am providing the main.js path. Okay. And next is the cmd dot add argument. Okay. So we have started the simple to understand. We have started the Node.exe because always when you want to start the Appium server, we need to start Node.exe here. So the first step we started the Node.exe. And next step we have provided the path of main.js. So which will launch the Appium server. Okay. So as you normally know, right, when you are starting the Appium server, okay, in the code we used to provide, in the command we used to provide the address, port details, right? The same thing we need to provide here, nothing else. Okay. So double quotation, I say double hyphen address. This is the argument. Okay. This is the argument here. And address, the value we need to provide, that command add argument. So here I need to provide 127.0.0.1. That's it. Simple. And the port, next is the port. So port is, I had to provide, first of all I provide the argument here. That is the double hyphen, port. Okay. And then port is, we are using the default port, right? cmd dot add argument. The port is 4723. So otherwise I want to change the port, I can change it here. Okay. So simple. I have opened the node.exe. I am opening the Appium Server GUI and I had to provide the list of argument. That is the argument is address, the value I provided and port. Okay. That's it. So I have provided this thing. Now the next step is to launch. I want to launch the Appium server. So what are details I provided? next I need to launch the Appium server. Okay, so this code, so whatever code we are writing is launch the Appium server. Launch the Appium server in headless mode. Okay, this code we need to provide. Here, what you are given the path of Node.exe and main, that is Appium main.js path. Okay, here and here one thing provided here, and apart from that one I have provided the list of arguments, that is the address and port. Okay, so these things I have provided here. So same thing I want to print here, console this out. I want to print this one. So this set of code is for open the Node.exe and open the Appium server. Okay, that is I am using the main.js. So path and the file name we are given with the extension and list of arguments we are providing here. Okay, and now we need to launch the Appium server in headless mode. Here we need to use a class. Okay, we are using default execute result handler. So this class I need to get. Okay, by using this class, okay, I am running the Appium server in headless mode. So write new default execute. Just wait, I have to import this one. Default execute result handler. Okay, I want to import this particular package here. Okay, I'll write it first here, then I'll get that one. Okay, we'll see now. We import. Yeah, import. So always remember we have to import from the org.apache.common.exe. Okay, that's it. So I give the handler here. Now I need to write the code for that one. So default executor, we have one more class, that is a default executor. So we have default execute result handler and we have one more class is default executor. Okay, select it here and create a executor. Okay, and here. Yeah, done. Now executor dot, we have a method called set exit value. So 1. So this is all related to Java code related to this classes, that is a default executor result handler, default executor. Okay, which is used to launch the Appium server in headless mode. Okay, this code is ready now. Okay, now I need to execute this one. So I need to write a try. In try block, I need to use executor dot execute, and here I had used cmd. This one cmd comma handler I had to use. Okay, and so after launching the Appium server in headless mode, I need to provide some time so that the process will start smoothly here. So we need to wait some time here. Okay, so I provide dead.sleep. They say 10 seconds. Wait for 10 seconds here so that the Appium server start with proper files there. Okay, now our try block is ready and we had to provide the catch IO exception and interrupted exception I need to get. Okay, slash space E and here E dot print stack trace. That's it. So our code is ready for the start server here. So I am using the command line here to start the Node.exe and Appium Server GUI. Okay, and I have provided the list of argument address port details I provided here. Okay, now this code is ready for start server. Now I need to have the stop server. The stop server, we have simple code. Okay, that is a runtime. We quickly write it. Runtime class I am using here. Runtime here. Runtime dot get runtime. Okay, and try block. In try block, we need to kill the Node.exe here because we have opened the Node.exe. So I need to kill that Node.exe here. So automatically Node.exe and the Appium server which is open in headless mode will close. Means simply or forcibly closing the Node.exe and Appium server. Okay, that is a line we need to write in the stop server here method. Okay, dot we use exec and we use task kill space /f space /im and I said node.exe. That's it. Simple. The same code we have written for the in approach one we have killing the node.exe and command prompt there because we have opened command prompt. Here we are not opening the command prompt. We are directly running the node.exe and Appium server. Okay, in headless mode and all the process and the logs are displayed in the Eclipse console. Okay, so we need to kill only the node.exe here because we have started no node.exe there. Okay, now catch block, catch. So IO exception space E and I want to print this one E dot print stack trace. That's it. So our code is ready now. Our code is ready. Okay, so in the start server by using main.js, okay, I return the two methods. One method is the start server and the stop server. In stop server I given the code to start the node.exe and appium main.js. Okay, I provide the path with the file name. Okay, and list of arguments, that is address and port. Okay, and I'm launching this one in the headless mode. Okay, and in stop server I'm forcefully stopping the node.exe here. So our code is ready here. Okay, now I have to use this class and method to start to run the script. Okay, so what we have to, first of all we choose one class here which is running fine. Okay, to demonstrate this one. So I'll go this one. I select this tab demo WTC mobile gesture to demonstrate this. Starts Appium server programmatically, right? So here copy and paste it here. Okay, now I want to rename this class. Okay, so we are using tab demo WTC mobile gesture, so I need to rename it here. Okay, here I say, so previously we are using sample for start server demo. Okay, here I use the same name but demo one. Okay, start server. Okay, no, sorry, wait. Sample for start server underscore demo1. Okay, so I rename the file there. That's it. So our demo class is ready to test this start server and stop server. Okay, so we need to change the, so I need to start that emulator, right? Wait, I'll start the emulator. Okay, I'll pause the code for some. So my emulator is getting started here. So I forgot to start the emulator. Okay, our emulator is ready. Okay, so I'm using the pixel 6 here. So here I need to, okay, under the before class, okay, before defining the capabilities, I need to call. So I will just provide here capability. Before define capabilities, I need to start the Appium server. Okay, here. So in your framework, where exactly you want to start, you can start there. Okay, before, actually it is before our test execution starts, we need to provide that one. Okay, as a setup. Okay, here I am starting under the before class under setup method. Okay, so start Appium server. This is Appium server. Okay, so we have created a class here, right? Start. Okay, we had to use this one, start server, by using main.js dot. We have method called start server. That's it. Okay, so we are using the static method, so we have the class dot method here. Okay, I want to print in the console that we are in this line of code. Okay, yeah, so we are starting the server here. So before defining this one, so I want to give some ted.sleep so that I can wait for ted.sleep so that my Appium server will start properly here. So I just give 5 seconds. That's it. 5. So I had to use throws to declaration. Yeah. So this code is ready. So we are starting the Appium server. Okay. Now next step is we started, right? We need to stop. So when we stop, okay, we had to stop this code in the after class. Okay, in this case we are doing after task in your framework. Okay, whatever framework you are using, when you are tear down, that is the wrap up all this thing, right? There step we had to provide this particular line here, line of code to, so that you can stop the Appium server. Okay, so here after driver quit, I need to stop. Okay, stop Appium server. This is what I want to do. Sys stop Appium server. Just I want to print this one, and I need to call. Okay, so what is our name of the class? Start server by using main.js dot stop method. Stop server method we are using. That's it. Okay. So code is ready, and we have demo class here. Okay, so we have given the same address and port. If you use other port, change the port. Whatever port we have given here. Okay, so we have to give the same thing here. Okay, simple. Now I want to run this code. Okay, and what is exactly this sample script will do? It will open the API demos app and it performs some actions on the app here. Okay, now we run this one. So normally what we used to do, we used to manually open the command prompt and we used to run the Appium, right? So now there is no need of it because we are starting the Appium server programmatically. So just click on right click and run as test engine test. That's it. See, all the logs, the Appium logs will be displayed in our console. See, means now our Appium server GUI running headless mode. So this is a configuration. logs. So now it is running. So what are the logs we used to do in the command prompt is displayed in our Eclipse console. So performing some actions here. So sample code we have used, which open the API demos app and click on views and controls. See, views, controls. So it has performing some actions here, but what we are doing, we have started our Appium server, okay, programmatically, and we have used the approach by using main.js or appium.js with Node.exe. So in this approach, we are starting the Appium desktop server in headless mode. So all the execution logs are displayed in the Eclipse console. So we have seen right here. So all the logs, you can see the console, you can see all the logs. Okay. This is how we can able to start the Appium server by using main.js, okay, with Node.exe. Okay, if you like this video, please click on like button, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.